Hey, what's happening everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Coming at you with another Bandpass tutorial here. I'm going to talk about chords today. Maybe you're having trouble finding inspiration, how to make chords, where to start from. The good thing about this video is I'm not really going to go into like music theory or anything like that. I'm just going to show you a quick way to kind of get some chords started and then work from there. And also some hi-hats. I'm going to show you a way to like get some better hi-hats, get them started, get some inspiration, and at least get going on some beats. Because I know there's probably a lot of people who don't know music theory. I barely know, all that much about it. And so here's kind of what I do to start making chords. So I have a song here, and I'm going to go to one of these chords. I'll go to this one. So these are my like bass chords, kind of. They're like deep piano or guitar or something. I'm not actually sure. Let's hear them real quick. So I just started off with these chords, and the way I found these chords, I can delete these. So that's kind of like my layering chord. It's kind of deep, bassy. Gives my my overall song some body. And so one thing you could do is, let's just pretend you have a new thing. You just pick an instrument, any sound that you like. So let's just say I'm picking a guitar here, right? And go to this MIDI button right here, and this is where you can upload MIDI chord packs if you have them already on your computer. But you can also go to pattern. You just press continue. Oh, whoops, this is the hi-hat one. I'm going to show you that later. You go to MIDI, go to chords. I don't know why I pressed the other one. Okay, so now there's like all these simple chords here, right? And it's not, they're not necessarily the best chords, but when you're really struggling for inspiration and you need help with chords, you can pick one of these until it sounds right, and you can really just build off of it. And actually, this song that I made was off of one of these chord packs. I think it was number 5. So let's just try it out. So I have my chords already. I have my deep backing guitar kind of thing, but let's just pretend like we're starting over. So just click one of these. So every time you press one of these different chords, it'll give you a different variety of chords, a different chord progression. So that gives you a good starting point. These don't sound too good with this instrument that I have, and if you want to, let's just save the changes. Let's just pick a different instrument. I can actually show you something else here. So if you go to sample packs, and you go to, the first one, Androponics, there's a few sample kits already in Bandpass right here. Go down to Trap Plucks. There's actually a lot of good sounds in here. So that guitar that I was just using, obviously that was not good for those chords that I just picked. But this is where you try different instruments. That's kind of hot, Sounds like a Little Blood beat or something. Let's get some hats going so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And even if it's not perfect, at least you have you can start somewhere. You have these new chords here, and you can really go from there. and a chord is a chord no matter what, right? So let's say you have these chords and you're like, okay, great, I have some chords here. If you don't like the pitch of it, it's not quite what you're looking for, you can always highlight your chord, move it up a couple notches, and like really change your song. It's not the right pitch right there. Not the right key, excuse me. Maybe a little bit, this is a little bit darker, so I might want to go down. And that moves your whole chord up and down. You can really try out some different stuff. So that's kind of cool. So, you know, you can get, if the instruments, the stock instruments on Bandpass are just too boring, you can always go to those trap plucks, try the chord thing that I showed you, and really get some different sounds. And so that's one way that I get chords for some of my beats, and I get a little bit of inspiration. Another thing I do is, you know, it can be kind of hard to make hi-hat rolls, especially if you're already on a certain tempo. There's not really a great way to make like good hi-hat rolls in Bandpass. So I'm going to show you something similar. That I do. I guess I'll go back to my original chords just so it can sound better. So let's say you have some hats already, but they're a little bit boring. You want to put a few rolls in there. Maybe you want a different pattern. Still loading. So you can kind of do the same thing what I just showed you with chords, but you can do it with hi-hats as well. So these are actually some little extra rolls and hats that I actually put in that I found on Bandpass. I kind of like that part right there. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this so I can still have mine saved. Now, you want your hats to have a little more variety. You can go to MIDI again, go to pattern. Now there's all these hi-hat patterns. So there's some dope rolls in there. They might not, you know, be perfect, but you can always switch the pitch on them as well. Actually, I don't know if this changed or not, but you can zoom in a lot more now with Bandpass, so it is a little bit easier to make rolls. I don't know if you could do it because I never was able to zoom in as much as I am lately, so I think they might have changed it. But so you can just super zoom in, right, and it shows you much more detailed grid, and then you can really make some rolls. And see, they already have these nice rolls already for us. So, right, so like that one was a little bit too long. You could tell it was off beat, so I just took that one off. Maybe take another one out of the middle, give it some variety, give it some pauses. Maybe you have some steady hats going that you already like, and then you just want the rolls, just take the steady hats out, you know, and keep the rolls. And maybe the roll isn't quite in the right pitch. You can always move that up as well, move it up and down. Not bad, right? So that's one way to get some more variety in your hi-hats as well, kind of work on some rolls. It's easier than you just, you know, you can zoom in and just, you know, do dot 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 and put them all in yourself. but this can kind of give you like a template at least. And so that's one thing I do to make my hi-hats and my chords a little bit easier and give me a little bit of inspiration. I'll just show you. I guess I'm not going to make this video too long because I really just want to talk about these two things, but there are a few more features of where I am right now. So let's say you have a instrument. Let's get out of the hi-hat so I can show you. Put my hi-hats back on. Alright, so I'm going to show you. Where is it? So I have a little melody. That's not the right one. So that's my song, but so if I go to the melody, this might not be the right one either. My bad, guys. I was trying to show you like a strumming effect, how you can kind of humanize some of your instruments, not make it sound so robotic. I know I had two melodies in here. Let's see, I have my melody 5. I named my loops some weird stuff. I had like a different song before this, so I had like a dark beat going. Here's my dark chords that I had that I totally switched up the song out of nowhere. Sometimes that just happens. You just completely flip songs. You get inspiration somehow. So there's my dark chords. Definitely not as poppy as the other one, huh? Well, maybe I don't have another melody thing. So I'm not gonna waste your time anymore. So this is just like the last little thing I wanted to show you. It has some extra little features to show you. So let's go to this little melody I have here. Looks like I have too many tracks. Man, they're not making it easy on me tonight. Oh, strummed right here. I think this is my strummed one. I was trying to make like a strummed melody. So strumming means, like, you know, with the guitar, it's like your fingers and it's more human and you can strum the guitar. It's kind of hard to replicate that on a beat. So let's zoom out a little bit. And this isn't like a good strum melody at all. Damn, still have that dark. Okay, let's put the happy stuff on. So you can highlight your melody here. It's kind of like a rising melody. You can go down to strum and you can increase it. So it's not very, it's pretty subtle, but like it definitely humanizes it a little bit. That makes it sound less robotic. And so that's the strumming effect. And then another thing you can do is, and there's actually a humanized effect as well. And this you can individually turn down each note. It kind of picks it for you, but you can adjust each one. And this isn't a great like melody to try this on. I'd have to go in and adjust each one, but that's one way to, you know, you can make your first note soft and then go up, up, up in volume and like progress. And so that's the humanize effect. And so that's in the same spot as the strumming effect and all that. So there's a couple of features you can add to your beats, and those are, and then the hi-hats and the chords, you go to the MIDI button and just get some inspiration. So those are two ways you can do that and kind of get like a bass chord like to get started with. So those are the things I wanted to show you guys today. Sorry about all the technical difficulties, but appreciate you watching. Hit that like and subscribe, and I will have another one coming soon. Later.